Captain, hello. All right. D Chung, what's up? Thanks for the follow. Now, this is a Sunday evening. Man. Thanks for hanging out on a Sunday evening. Your one and only Sunday evening. It's an honor that you're here. Rue, what's good? Oh, man. I'm in that in-between phase right now where, like, this could go one of two ways. I feel like I'm potentially starting to get a little bit sick. But it might get better, but it might get worse. We'll see. Hopefully, it's better and not worse, but... You know what I'm talking about? Like that day before you actually get sick, where you're like, oh, I might be getting sick. And then you wake up and you're 100% sick. That's how I feel right now. That doesn't mean that it has to happen. What's up, Bull? I also might just be dehydrated. I've been trying to change around things in my apartment all day. And I've been forgetting to drink water, so... You picked up some Omni-type heavy domes? Dude, I'm so sick to try out some of the Dynacap stuff today. I will say, though, just ahead of time, this is kind of a hodgepodge of EC stuff we're going to use. We've got clever stuff. We've got some Dynacap springs, Dynacap silencers. But we're going to use Deskeys Tiffany domes. Because that's what I have. Alex, you have any Kohakus? I do have a Kohaku. I do, actually. I have a black Kohaku that I wish wasn't black. But it's what I got. What's up, Warfinger? Dynacap's heavies are so nice. World's better than the Tiffany's. I do... Lately, I have liked heavier Tauper domes, to be honest. That's why my Tiffany's are available for this build. It's because I don't really use them anymore. This is because Boa Keyboards actually sent out 18 Dynacap domes? Ah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. There's so many parts to EC builds, like, it's fine. Also, I think these Tiffany domes, when you guys see the color of this board, and also the color of all of this stuff, like, hold on, let's jump right into it, actually. I appreciate the follows. Oh, this color grading is way off. Hold on. I don't know if this is just my white balance or it might be the actual just LUT that I'm using. This is not how the Tiffany domes look at all. Let me see if I can change that. I might not be able to change it. No, I can't really change it, unfortunately. I use like a I use a LUT now that simulates some film, and it makes it, certain colors are just not accurate at all. But I still like it overall. But just know that this is not the actual color of Tiffany domes, but I still think this is gonna look cool with the color of our keyboard. I'm a little worried what color the keyboard is gonna look like now, but we'll see. What's up, Doc? Thanks for the follow. The Tiffany's are spot on jewelry box color. Yeah, they're like, well, I wish I could just show you. What's so weird though about this LUT is, like, this screen is perfectly fine. But this screen is just not correct at all. But, oh well. What weight are the Tiffany's? I don't remember what weight Tiffany's translate to. I think, at least at the time that I bought them, the Tiffany's were the lightest possible Deskeys domes. What is that, guys? Like 45? What are they? I'll look it up. Oh, Tiffany's aren't the lightest anymore. They're 35 gram. Are the cheese domes new? I don't know if I've ever seen cheese domes before. Let me get the screen share going. Where are we at? There we go. Yeah, so so this is, as you can see, this is the actual color of Tiffany domes. They don't look this blue. This is just my LUT doing crazy things. This is what they actually look like. But the Tiffany's are 35. I don't remember cheese domes. Are those new? Hey, what's up, Conan? Cheese domes. Are they yellow? Ooh, kind of like an off-white. This has got to be 25 or 28 grams. That's way too light. I'm really liking OEM Topper domes right now. That's what I have in this Pro 2 right here. They're perfect. 28 is crazy to me. All right. I'm really excited to show you guys this keyboard though. I opened it up just to make sure whenever I get a keyboard in, I take a look at it to make sure everything shipped well. That is also how we learned we didn't quite have enough of the Dynacap domes. So I am glad I checked. But this color is insane. It should be pretty accurate since it's just blue and not like an in-between. Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's actually pretty darn close right there. It just pops. It's insane. What in the world? I also switched my... I switched the transit mat out tonight. The transit mat is still my everyday desk mat. But when I saw the blue on this keyboard, I thought the beige might contrast a little better. That'll barely lift the sliders back up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you breathe on 28 grams and it actuates. Dude, look at this though, y'all. Insane. Basically the same look, the same design as the TKL version of the Gehirn, which I really, really liked. It says Gehirn, I think, on top there in a crazy font. I just P-ordered the GMK Mixon. What is a P-order? I just P-ordered the GMK Mixon Rebirth Skull Artisans Kit. Pretty excited to see GMK Skull Sculpt. GMK Skull Sculpt. Is that a tongue twister or am I just bad at speaking? That's sweet though. GMK Mixon Rebirth? Have I seen Mixon Rebirth? What's different about Rebirth? I already went and swapped out our plate, so we've got the right EC plate in here now. It is a beefy plate. Beefy stainless steel plate. Just like the weight down in the bottom. I will note one thing actually as we start to unscrew this here. This board does have one of my biggest pet peeves. It's on V2 around 2. That's cool. I gotta check that out. Is it just the same color and everything, or did they switch something up? Let's get the plate tray. Edit empty new. Ooh. All right. Oh, sorry. Music ads. We're gonna have that today. One of my biggest pet peeves on keyboards right here. Hidden screw design. Not magnetic screws. So they get stuck in there. Not awesome. I can't overlook it. They're just screws, but for some reason it's just so annoying to me. There's only 4 of them, which is nice, but we'll have magnetic for the group buy. That is the best news. Best news. The prototype was so annoying. Yeah. That's good. That's good to hear. Production run should have the magnetic screws. The blue is so good. The blue is crazy. It really is crazy. Without the magnetic, you kind of got to just leave them in there and then slowly unscrew them all. Just take the top off with all the screws in there. See if we can just tip them out. Yep. There we go. I really like how the internal weight here hides your JST cable. Just makes it a little bit cleaner. Everything already looks good to go for us down there. The daughter board is in. I'm not the first one building this, so there might be some parts already ready to go for us. Does this plate work with AE navies? AE navies. I don't know. I don't know if Bull can answer that one. I wonder if, well, I guess we don't need to yet, but I wonder if I can use my same HHKB stands to build this guy. All right, like I said, we kind of got a hodgepodge of EC parts. So we've got these housings from Clever. And our sliders are also from Clever. I'm glad somebody could answer that for you. Okay, in the bottom. Will that always be in the bottom? Yes. So I just want to make sure they're all... If there's a left and a right, I want to make sure they're all going the same way. I was watching right before this, I was watching the Olympics. This is like the first year I've kind of been into hockey, like the NHL. I haven't really ever followed the NHL until this year. But I also have been watching the men's hockey games in the Olympics. Anyone else watching any Olympics? Do you guys care about Olympics? Once again, this is where I need some finger pads. Winter Olympics is boring. Winter Olympics is like all of the it's kind of all the rich people sports, right? These babies are tight. Watched a little, but can't get into this time around. It's fair. It's also, at least in Minnesota, like just starting to get bearable outside. So it's kind of nice to like go for a walk instead of watching TV. Mango Keeps. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, the blue on the keyboard itself looks pretty accurate in the camera, but the blue of our housings is a little off. Once again, this is another build where I should have had Striker, but I don't have Striker for you guys. What's up, Mango? I think Striker would look all wrong on this blue. You think so? Isn't this basically Striker blue or no? Huh. Beta would be sick on this. Beta's another one I should probably find. Nerve Neon. I could see that. I could see that. What else is new since the last time I streamed? The Super Bowl happened. Did you guys like Bad Bunny? You hate that guy? Conan. What don't you like about Bad Bunny? Reggaeton? Okay, okay. So the music. It's nothing against Bad Bunny himself. I was kind of thinking Night Runner might look good. Not sure if the blue would clash though. Night Runner. It's more of, that's like a navy, right? I know we do DCS every single time lately, but hear me out. I've never heard DCS on an EC build. What's up, Ivans? Tyler, do you have the Omni-type switch pusher? Makes pushing housings in much nicer on the fingies? No, but you're probably the third person that's recommended that to me. So I probably should get it. Especially for the amount of switches and housings that I'm pushing in. I gotta save these thumbs. These thumbs are important to my content creation. The things that this guy has been doing blow my mind. I'm curious, the things you're wiping off the screen are shavings from pushing the housings? Yes. Yes, there's little clips, and that's normal. That's fine. The tolerances are not perfect between the plate housings. So there's a little bit of plastic that comes off, but they are snug as a bug in there. When I built my Dynacaps build, I thought I did something wrong. No, you're all good. Box Navy Cult, thanks for the follow. Honestly, the biggest pain is, if you can believe a bigger pain than pushing these in with your thumbs, is trying to get them out. I would just leave these housings in this plate forever. Trying to figure out what keycaps would go with this case color. Me too, Tomahawk. Honestly, when I'm in doubt and there's like a very vibrant color like this blue, I think that is the best argument for beige keycaps. I think beige keycaps are made for situations like this, but that's just me. Oh. Oops. We don't put one there. Wait a second. Yeah, just those two. Okay. And this will be our stabs. Hey. My poor fingies. GMK Hydro. I can't think of what GMK Hydro looks like, but I believe you. All right, they're in. My thumbs can relax. Oh yeah, we've got some indents on them. That's how you build strong thumbs, though. All right, let's lube all of our housings here, and then we'll do the stabs. Yeah. Let's set this over here. Oh, blue alert would actually be insane. I don't have blue alert though. Panels? Panels could look all right, actually. Panels could be good. You guys think panels would slap? We could try panels. All right, really quick before we start though, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Now I must be well hydrated. Sorry, I don't know what happened. Yeah, this dude, actually his kitchen too. Look at his kitchen cabinets. He's matching the vibe. High vis would be wild. Oh, high vis would be nice too, actually. Oh, sorry, I went to the one without music. My bad. Renters out there, you can relate to this. I got my lease renewal notice today. It's that time of the year. It's actually too much in that one. The landlord is raising the base rent. I think it was like $120 or something a month. And then my parking is going up $20 more a month. I like using a syringe when I do sliders, just so I can get a pretty similar amount in the form of a dollop on each rail. Then I can go in and brush. We got hit with an $80 increase, but $250 over the year if you signed it within 2 weeks. See that? How is that a lot? Like, how can they do like signing bonuses? Yeah, I assume ball, but isn't that just weird? Like, I don't know. I feel like that should be illegal or something. Sorry if these angles aren't ideal for your viewing. Oh, great time. We also were like, if you don't, oh, they also were like, if you don't sign it within 2 weeks, we will sell your apartment off. Yeah, dude. I don't know if we'll stay here another year, but for now, we're locked into May 2027. My car insurance also bumped from 600 to 800. Everything's just getting more expensive. More and more expensive. I just can't believe what apartments around here get away with charging people to park their cars. I actually feel like EC builds like this might be a good case for the. I know a couple companies do it now, but Omnitype makes the lube brush or whatever, the lube pen. I feel like that would be nice actually for this. This blue color obviously looks really good. I wonder what the green looks like. I feel like the green is also probably really cool. What's up, Flickbert? God damn, that blue is something. I've no clue about EC, but you look like an actual machine with that looping precision. Appreciate it. I probably lube my... I'm probably lighter on the lube for EC builds than most people, I would guess. I try not to use a ton on the rails. I use a good amount of lube on the stabs, but I feel like you kind of have to. Anyone else get the day off tomorrow? It's a perk of working in the public sector. Get a little President's Day weekend. I don't know. This angle probably isn't any better, but yeah, I should pay better attention. I want to do EC on my plus 84. It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. Honestly, I think EC is very forgiving, maybe is the right word. At least HHKBs and Topra boards. They're pretty darn forgiving. I don't think you have to be perfect. Yes, because it's my off season. What field do you work in, Flickbert, if I might ask? What cans are those? Look like Sony profile, but headband looks like it says something else. So it's, from what I understand, it's the Japanese version of the, typically you would see like the blue ones. I forget the exact name. The blue ones. These are the CD900 STs. The blue ones that you normally see are the 7506s. And this supposedly, at least when I was researching them initially, is like the Japanese market version of them. I just got new cans, Aria Stealth from Hyphaman, and I'm loving them. Man, I need to up my headphone game. Outside of streaming, I really, like, this is kind of crazy, but I really just use AirPods. Most of the time when I'm not streaming, if I'm listening to music, it's while I'm working out or like I'm the weirdo that wears a lot of headphones when I'm out running errands. Like I wear headphones in the grocery store. And AirPods are just perfect for that. Flickbert, since you seem like somebody that would know, or maybe ill intent, you too. Can one of you explain what a planar headphone is? What makes a headphone a planar headphone? What does that mean? I have some JBL earpods for work and stuff, but mostly if I'm out, I just don't have music on or on speakers in the car. Yeah, I'm like the opposite, I guess. Like that's the only time I listen to music is when I'm out and about. Is that a shade of pink? Is what a shade of pink? Planar? Planar magnetic uses a very thin film between two magnets. Dynamic drivers are the OG and they use a cone and coil. Planar is more for very accurate listening. Dynamic will give more energy to it. Okay, I was looking at some planar headphones. But some folks were saying it can take a while to get used to planar headphones. Like you might not think they sound good for a long time. For me, it was immediate. You liked them right away. Which ones do you have? If you're into studio listening experience, go for planar. So, for example, I really like Genelec speakers. And in general, I like a neutral sound. Is that what planars would get me? Like I use Genelex for my TV. And for my desk. Oof. Yeah, that can definitely be a thing. Everyone will be different. Also, hey, could you flip the bottom frame around so we can get a look at the skelly bottom? Oh, yeah. We can show it again. Here, I'll go to this view. It is pretty crazy. There's also going to be a difference for every brand. I find I enjoy my planar headphones most. Huh. Hi-Fi Man Sindurus. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try it out. I think my next headphone purchase, I'll try a planar headphone. Alrighty. Housings lubed. Now we will do the steps. Now I'm curious where I can buy this, try this magnet technology. We're all being influenced together. Reddit can be helpful, but also bad. They can be pretty stupid. I probably too often just blindly trust people on Reddit. But honestly, I still think it's the best place to go just to get like actual feedback on most products. Hi-Fi Men Canada. That bottom is gorgeous too. I'm about to change my order. Which color did you get? I think the green. I think if you got the green, stick with the green. I think the green's gonna be cool too. We have a couple hi-fi audio stores in Minneapolis. But I haven't tried them. headband is also important. The headband is also as important as the sound. Just for like comfort. Actually, I'm gonna pop in the sliders before we do. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. That's a lie. Tyler, bro, every time I turn on your stream, it's a vibe. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. I feel like I haven't seen you in a minute. What's up? The fuck is a Dynacap? It's all the new rage. Everyone's talking about Dynacap. Man, why? Sorry, y'all. You've been lurking? No, that's understandable. Not so bad at buying used. Paid $650-ish for mine. Picked up my Gehirn already. Bull is the best. Bull is the best. All right, I'm back to it. Thanks for the follow, Nana. I almost bought, you guys would hate this. I almost bought AirPods Maxes. But I think I'm perfectly fine with AirPods. I think the AirPods serve every, you know, like on the go. Am I tripping or do these not fit in there? No, they fit. They fit. They fit. I'm tripping. I'm indeed tripping. AirPods are excellent. I think AirPods are great. I was talking in my Discord the other day. I actually lost my AirPods. I lost my AirPods Pro 2s. And I didn't realize how disliked the AirPods Pro 3s are. And now I don't really want to buy them. You like the regular buds? See, I like the Pros. For the AirPods, I like the Pros. And the Pro 2s are perfect. Bull, you have the 3s? Did you have the 2s as well? Maybe I should just say screw it and just stick with the 3s. I think I ended up buying the 3s. And I was watching all these reviews about how the 3s are worse than 2s. And I think then when I was like trying out the 3s, that was in my mind. And I don't know if, yeah, I was probably just influenced by people telling me that the 3s are worse than the 2s. You think the noise is, but okay. I guess. I mean, I wasn't upset with the noise cancellation of the 2s though. Like, I can't imagine really needing more noise cancellation than they already give me. Oh no, Flickbird, that's the maxes. I didn't mind the twos either, but there aren't really any downsides to the threes, I mean. Do you feel like did you feel like the bass was like a little too much? That's kind of how, that was my only thing when I tried them. The bass is like it's a little intense. Maybe a little sloppy, a little muddy. Bass is fine for me. I could probably clean it up with some EQ in your music app. I should probably just stick with them. There was a decent President's Day sale for whatever reason on them too. They're like $200. I let my guys use the Apple EarPods for EarPro at work. I tried it out myself, can vouch. He can hear you while you can't hear yourself. Yeah, that's how you know it's pretty decent. I don't use transparency mode too much, to be honest, but I use the noise canceling a lot. Actually, I was talking about wearing headphones when I go grocery shopping. Sometimes I put the noise canceling on when I'm out in public too. Do all colorways of Gehirn come with the gray feet? The subtle contrast against the anno looks so good. I get jump scared if I use noise canceling out in public. Bull, what's your favorite color of the Gehirns? Have you seen any in person other than the blue? Can't see down in there. I've had cryogenesis and pastille. My favorite non-ano is the cryo. My favorite ano is the blue one. The pastille one looks pretty cool too. That's like the really light, I assume teal with that name. I don't know. You guys sure panels? Are you sure panels will look good? I trust you, but Pastel and Anomaly are my faves. Tyler, do you paint or is that someone else's stuff? That's my girlfriend's stuff. It's my girlfriend's stuff, but I get that question a lot, especially when I'm working too, because I work from this desk. People ask if I paint. Sometimes I say, yeah, absolutely. Just to see how it feels, you know? Bull already did panels. I mean, we can do panels too. CRP blue, Cyrillic, or Greek. You probably don't have them, but it would go hard. I know. I'm really like blue alert would be awesome. I really wish I had blue alert now. Uh-oh, another ad. Blue was the first that came to mind, and I like to skip the first thought because it's too obvious. I'll get DCS Olivetti. Ooh. I think I gotta just start joining group buys again if I ever want more DCS sets. I don't think people are buying enough DCS sets for there to be substantial extras and sets for sale uh secondhand, you know? CP round 7 is going on and the all blue base. I've seen some of CRP round 7, but I haven't seen it all. I didn't know there was an all blue base. SWG, yeah, I gotta try that too. I trust Diego's opinion. Maybe more than any other keyboard streamer. He had some good things to say about SWG. That's a good song, but there we go. SWG kind of made me wonder why GMK costs so much, but I know the color work ain't cheap. Yeah, I think the competition just really hasn't been there for GMK, so they've kind of been able to do whatever they want. Obviously, there's other keycaps. GMK isn't the only keycap maker. But in terms of the quality that GMK has been making, I think that's why they've kind of been able to justify whatever price they put on their keycaps. I like my first KKB set. I could feel the difference even, but SWG has shattered that. See, I want to try SWG, but I don't really need another beige keycap set. I'm really happy with SWG. I'm excited for more unique sets to come out with it. Yeah, we just need more. It'll just take some time. Let's see, do I have to do these at the same time? Ooh, sticky fingers. The Tulip Kit was practically free compared to what I'm used to for add-ons. The biggest difference for me is that novelties kits don't cost 55 to 70. Yeah, that's, no, I mean, I like to see things like SWG pop up. Because even if your preference is GMK, if you are a GMK only type of person, you should be glad that they have competition. Oh, these things are kind of finicky. Ah, shoot. There we go. I thought choosing pastille or anomaly would be easier after watching the stream, but it's made it harder. That blue is so good. If it, no, this would just make it worse. I'm sorry, but I kind of like the way the pastille looks too. I wish I could see it. Honestly, I think either option is going to be sick. Oh, oops, I just did upside down. As you pass on the GMK novelties, I only have Redline because Redline novelties are peak. I'm not a huge novelty person myself. I don't typically buy novelties kits. But like I was saying, it's just like competition is typically good, I think. I'm gonna add a little more lube now that the spacebar is in. I couldn't decide on a fave for the Gehirn, but I think I'd take this blue. I really want to see the green too. I like green. We'll see. I'm just going to give this, I'm going to give these stabs my best effort. And if we don't get them the first time we put the board together, I will touch them up for the YouTube sound test. But I most likely will not take the board apart if the stabs aren't perfect. Are many people picking up the ancient random color? Ancient random color. Wait, what? I didn't even see about this. It's just kind of an interesting time to look at it, but let's look at the page. Are you talking about this right here? Gambling ages? What does that even mean? You get like one of these 3 random ones? Is there a description of this? Gambling ages disclaimer. Each piece will vary in color, tone, texture, finish. Is there a description of what the gambling age is? Oh. Those three went through the same process. The result can be anywhere between there or beyond. So it's just like a random amount of patina. That's kind of interesting. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. I still think I like the colors better, but that's a cool idea. It's a cool idea. Meteorite. Mechameleon. We saw Mechameleon on the Synovia that we built. That one was cool too. It was cool. See, I feel though, I feel like this green is gonna be really nice. If this green is as saturated as the blue, it could be really, really good. I also think the teal is cute. Teal's cute. I think it's maybe a hot take. My bold prediction is that when they start coming, I think the green's gonna be cool. Tough. I don't think you can go wrong though. All these colors are cool. Every option is pretty sweet. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Maybe? Yes. No? No. Yes. All right. Sliders. I didn't expect Gamba to be the most popular. You know people. You know human beings. Tell people they can gamble on something. And... oh, wait. Do we want to do... do we want to do silenced? We have the silencers. Might... I'm leaning towards not doing the silencers, but do you guys want to do the silencers? I'll do them if most people want to hear it. Not silenced? Do we need to vote on it? DJ needs some cable ties. Yeah, not the greatest cable management over there. What's up, Gutson? Silence all the way. All right, I don't think we need a poll. It sounds like just based off the loudest of the voices in here. Let's do silenced. I also want to try out the Dynacap silencers. Does Dynacap do different levels of silence rings? Or how are they doing it? guys heard about the low monkey? Have you guys heard about the low monkey? What is that? Sam's elevator set? Yeah, we listened to that one last time, right? That one was really good. What's up, Thea Department? Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. I want to hug him so bad. He got abandoned by his mom while raised in captivity. And now he can't make friends? Oh. Where did you hear about this, Flickbird? I think they just have one flavor of silencing rings. Well, then I'm glad we're trying them. The Adept? Sorry, anyone in here will attest that I am the worst at reading Twitch names. I apologize, The Adept. Thank you for the raid. What were you guys doing? Were you building a keyboard? What keeps are you planning on for this build? Wob by any chance? So at one point I was wondering if people wanted to hear DCS, I was thinking of maybe putting the white on black DCS on here. But there's been a lot of people asking about panels, so we might be going GMK. I want it but cannot afford it. Niku, it matches your name color so well. This is the color I was really interested in. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it. Yeah, we looked at the new Logitech Alto keys, K9E Mechanical. Jeez, that's a long name. And then I also built the Gray Studios Macro 65. Ooh, you were doing a lot. Here I am just building one board. Just a single board for me. Thea Department? But why would it be Thea Department? Like that is... It's just me. It's just my mind. If only I did not run my own project at the moment and I had to pay prototypes. That'll get you. 4-hour stream, what are we at? We're only at 1:30 right now. I'm not going to say anything though because that's when I jinx it. Keep going to that page. How were the boards you built? How did they turn out? How was the Logitech board? You know Logolicious, right? Yeah, I know Logo. Oh, there's a car alarm outside. I couldn't tell if that was the music or... Why not both GMK and DCS in the same stream? I would love to see and hear DCS WAB. We'll see. We'll see. If we only do one, I will do the other one for the YouTube typing test. Logo designed it, and I'm helping with organization and communication. He probably did. He probably did show me. Let me see. Does this? I think I've seen this before, Niku. Yeah, it looks really cool. I like the I like the design on the bottom. When's Gehirn60? Oh yeah, I remember that one too. All of us performative males, we need the Gehirn60. I am genuinely interested to hear what DCS sounds like on an EC build like this. So if it loses the vote tonight, it'll make my vote for the YouTube. DCS sounds a lot better on EC. I always use DCS with my EC. Really? I could see that. DCS is a bit thonkier, you know? DCS ball blanks. Oh, that would go really well. Do you know the Gehirn60 by John? It sounds familiar. What about it, Niku? If you can be in the Denver area next weekend, there's a meetup, and I think that EPP might be able to make it. Dude, I'd love to go, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get to Denver next weekend. That would be sweet, though. I think I'm going to try to make I think I'm going to try to make KeyCon in Chicago. I don't know if any of y'all are planning to go to KeyCon, but I want to try to make it. Are you going bull? Sweet. Converting mine to EC. He wanted to do it himself, but John has been busy with other stuff. Probably the worst board to build. What makes it so bad to build? Godson, let's go. Chicago's awesome. I really like Chicago. I wish that, you know, I could just pick up my entire life and friends and family and have them all live in Chicago and the surrounding suburbs. But I was dealt Minneapolis. You don't get to choose what you're dealt. At least originally, you don't get to choose. Tight tolerances, like you have to press it in so the O-ring fits. Ooh. Letterboard is in weight and that goes on last and the cable has to sit in the channel for you. Oh my goodness. Are you doing that right now? I'm thinking for dinner tonight, just a little, maybe just a little chicken breast. Just do like some chicken breast in the pan. Maybe a little broccoli. Rice. Something light. I lived in Milwaukee for college. Used to go to Chi all the time. Still have family there. I lived in Milwaukee. Well, I lived in, you probably know Wauwatosa. I lived in Wauwatosa when I was 4 years old for a year. But I have a lot of memories of Wauwatosa, actually. Oh, you got it Cerakoted though. That's cool. I might have to switch up the music. I'm getting a little fatigued. What's going on? I lived in Milwaukee till I was 3 and I don't remember any of it. Boy, wouldn't that be crazy if we could have went to the same preschool? Oh, I'm gonna have to take out the stabs though, because we didn't put the rings on them. I picked FX Cerakote, which looks like Anno, but it's the hardest Cerakote to do. I like Anno though, so that sounds cool. I don't know much about Cerakoting, to be honest. Yeah, that's Milwaukee. That was my first like playground. I lived really close to a park. Went to preschool. Actually, I always get it mixed up. I think Minnesota, you play Duck, Duck, Gray Duck. And in Wisconsin, you play Duck, Duck, Goose. And because I went to preschool in Wisconsin, I'm pretty sure I grew up with Duck, Duck, Goose. And then when I moved to Minnesota, everyone was playing Duck, Duck, Gray Duck. I love the color for these down parts. So these are different though, right? Like, this isn't what you would get in the Dynakit bowl, is it? The clever housings and the clever sliders? If you're from Wisconsin, I think your family will pretty much disown you if you're not a Cheesehead Brewers and Badgers fan. I can't imagine being a Packers fan. But for the year that I lived in Wisconsin, we did go to a lot of Brewers games. And the Twins will always suck. So I consider myself a Brewers fan. No, those are just the ones. No, those are just the ones he sent me. Okay. Yes, the Dynacap stuff comes in boxes that look like this. We'll be using the springs, but not the domes. But honestly, these ones, the blue looks nice because the board is blue. So I'm kind of glad we're using these ones. And the Tiffany domes, we're going to be right on theme. My brother-in-law lives like 20 minutes away from Lambeau Field and is a Broncos fan. Why is he a Broncos fan? I have to tell you, the silicone rings I am not a big fan of. Pouring a lot better. I like the pouring rings too, but I'm excited to try these. Give them a spin. I have lots of family in Illinois, so we're officially arch enemies. Could Brett Favre build a keyboard? No. No. Aaron Rodgers? Definitely not. Most of my in-laws are from Colorado. He was born there but loves living in Wisconsin. I feel like if you were born somewhere, that's claim to your team. Birthright. I believe in birthright fanship. If Terry Crews can build a PC, Brett Favre can build a keyboard. I'd like to see him try. I'm gonna get the tweezers. If you're an NFL fan and live in Wisconsin, I just feel like you have to be a Packers fan. Yeah, it's like, why wouldn't you be? You know, like you have an excuse to be a Packers fan, so you might as well. I wonder if I can sneak it in. All right. Silencers are on. I'm gonna put a little bit more lube on the stabs since I had to take them out. But round 2 Pangea full-size Pompeii edition win. Let me. Sorry, I'm switching to jazz. So hope Pangea full size round 2 happens. I need that board. The Pangea is really cool. I like the Pangea. Do you know what the most popular Gehirn color purchased is? We were just talking about that. I think it was the aged one, the gambling one. I thought that was interesting too. Just with how cool the anno colors are. All right, should we see? I assume it'll work if we use our little 3D printed 3D printed feet. If I can remember. Is it like this? No. It's like this. I guess as long as we can get it up, that's good enough. So maybe we can just kind of go like this. Yeah. That'll work. All right, yo. One quick water refill. Then we'll come back and we'll put the domes in the board. All right, I'll be right back. Okay. Apparently Anthony Edwards is doing Anthony Edwards things in the All-Star game. I don't really care about the NBA All-Star game, but I do think Anthony Edwards is good for the game of basketball. Try to slide this into camera view. There we go. The format seemed odd this year. Ant is great, right? US versus the world? Kind of bad timing on that, I would say. I also thought that was a weird format. It's because the West is so much better than the East. Are those 3D printed feet necessary or just nice to have? So when I use these with like a Pro 2, they actually slide in, which is nice. But it's not necessary. All you need is two things so that two things where you can rest the keyboard on the edge so your sliders all go down and you can put the domes in and the springs in. You don't have to have anything fancy though. Some people use books. Just two equal height, somewhat sturdy things will do the trick. Not a Wolves fan, but Edwards is just a great player. And he's like funny, man. He's nice. He's very charismatic. That's for sure. And I bet his baby mamas thought the same thing. Whoa. Hey, cats. Coming to be helpful or not helpful? Mind your tail. I ordered the Dynacap kit and did zero prior research as always. I'm sure it'll be great. Alright, I'm kind of worried about your tail, buddy, just because you don't really pay attention to your tail. There you go. Let's see. Oh. Might have to cut. Come on. The Dynacap packaging works perfectly fine. Are you hungry? Are you bored? I'll go feed you in a second. Shocked at the amount of lubing necessary. Yeah. Topper builds are definitely lube intensive, but you don't have to solder. So you save a little bit of time there. Being a good boy, but not attacking these. I feel like he could switch at any moment, though, and mess up this whole thing. I feel like cat ownership is a prerequisite. There's a correlation. There's a correlation for sure. If you loop your switches, I'd say it's less lube intensive compared to having to open traditional. Yeah, no, that's true. I wasn't thinking or counting the time to like actually lube your switches. I think if you start with MX switches, for whatever reason, Topra can seem intimidating. At least I was intimidated the first time I tried to build an HHKB. But it's just different. I don't think it's harder or less hard. It's just different. All right, are we really gonna try springs with you right here, man? Or should I move you? You gonna be good? Fun afternoon project? Yeah. All right, we are using the Dynacap springs here. So this is the, sorry, I have the manual focus lens on. This is the only Dynacap product we're using tonight. I can't see the chat. What are these little... Oh. What are these light blue pieces you've just installed called? They're called domes. They're rubber domes. Really looking forward to building with Dynacap? Yeah. It's cool. It's cool to have more options than Deskeys. Deskeys can be a little expensive. Gold or non-gold springs? They say uncoated steel, and they are silver. Non-gold, you'll need to lube them? Really? Are these different than just like regular Topra springs? Do I really have to lube these? Got to get them all apart, that's for sure. He might attack these springs. I didn't lube mine. I thought Keycap kit was a bit expensive at 200 plus. How much does the alternative cost? They don't come with plate and PCB. Yeah, you are getting the plate and the PCB in the Keycap kit. Do I really have to lube these? I don't lube my Pro 2 springs. We can if we need to, it's just I don't want to. Key wrist. Ivans, where did you hear about the silver ones needing some lube? I mean, I've got my lube chamber right here. We could throw them in and shake them around. It's not too difficult. We'll just have to get them unstuck again. It's the only difference between their gold and non-gold. Gold was made to be lubeless. Do you have a 105 dropper? Yeah, I mean, yeah, we could throw them in the old lube box and shake them up. If you have a 105 dropper, you can apply a drop while they are in the dome. Like you just put one little drop per dome. I've never done that before. Is that how you do it? Oh, sorry, love. That's not the right build. I can't get to my keyboard right now, though. We are building a Gehirn60. I don't know. I might just go... I might go no lube. Just tonight. And if we notice anything, I'll lube them up. And I'm only saying that because like I'd never lubed my Topra springs. Hey, buddy. I think I gotta set you down. Gehirn60 is Gehirn60 meteorite a coated or anodized model? Oh, you're right back. All right. Back down. It looks coated to me. I don't know for sure, but it looks coated. It looks like it has like the matrix glitter kind of going on. It's the only coated? Isn't Mechameleon also coated? Oh, excuse me. Is this your first Dynacap build? Yes, but we're not really using all Dynacap stuff, you know? I don't know if I can count this as an actual Dynacap test. We're just using the springs and the silencers, the silencing rings. I do still want to try their domes and their sliders. They are Dynacap? Wait, I thought we just said that Clever was different. Or they're the same, it's just like Clever branded. I guess this will be a test to see if we can use these unlubed. You'd count it as Dynacap? What does that mean? They're just a different colorway. Clever's designer of Dynacap, and those are his special colorway. Okay. So there should be no sorry, I just peeked that mic. There should be no difference between there's no difference between these housings and sliders and what you would get in like a red Dynacap kit. It's just the color. Then I would say this is closer to being my first Dynacap build. But I still would want to try the Dynacap domes as well. What's up, Elquan? These aren't round one, I believe, so there's less scratch. Were the first Dynacaps scratchy, it sounds like? Is Dynacap compatible with other EC like Topra and the KLC, Thika Slider, and Domes? So the Domes are exactly this, like they're the same size and everything from what I can tell. So you should be able to swap Domes into your Pro 2 as needed. Yeah, it was supposed to bring the Cherry nostalgia to EC, but they had to polish the molds because of some issues around 2 and onwards as much as scratchy. Oh, they were going for a scratchy. That's interesting. I didn't realize that. It's kind of an interesting idea. I've always been a little weary of purposefully scratchy things, like purposefully scratchy switches. It doesn't seem genuine. Oh, I think there's some new HBO shows tonight, right? Is the next Night of the Seven Kingdoms out tonight? I have round one and it sounds fantastic. Kind of bummed it won't be a thing anymore. Dang. And I'm never going to get to try round one. Nix, what's up? Drops end of the month. So will the Dynacaps kits that are sold with the Gehirn, will they all be round two Dynacaps? Is it easy to tell the difference between them? They'll be the latest molds. Okay, but like if you're looking at two boxes, can you tell round one from round two or not really? Will the box say round two, I guess is what I'm trying to say. How you been? I've been all right. I'm just working a lot and living life, you know. How have you been? Dirty dishes. What's up? Chosen. What's up? What's up, y'all? I think not. Gotcha. I didn't know if it was like a TX stabs thing where they either say that it's a new revision or you can kind of tell based on the box in some way. I wonder if I wonder if the round one Dynacaps will become sought after. And people will flip them for big monies. Been the same, super busy but well. Might go live in a bit if it works. Might go live in a bit if it works. Go live. Oh, go live. Sorry. I had said live, so I read live, but obviously you meant live. Got you. Sometimes you just gotta bounce the springs a little bit. One will pop off. Sometimes not. Me being reanimated from undeath in a bit. Yeah. Stream live as opposed to necromancy. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Have y'all considered DCS orange on beige? Last day and available on both keyboards. I was looking at orange on beige. I'm just trying. So I think some of you know this about me. I haven't joined a group buy in a long time. I've kind of been off of group buys. But like I was saying at the start of the stream, I really like DCS. And I think I need to start joining group buys if I want more DCS sets because there has not been a lot of extras. I already missed out on DCS Cafe, which is going to be like a chase for me now. It's going to be a dream. Had to cop it in preparation for Flyback Zoku round 2. Ooh. Zoku is lit. Whoa. I went to this concert / light show last night. It was pretty cool. I think they do like a traveling thing, but it was called Luminescence. And it was in this big cathedral that we have in Minneapolis. and there was a choir, and there was an orchestra. And as they were playing music, there was all these like projectors, 360 projectors inside the cathedral. It was like a light show while they played. It's pretty cool. Have you seen DCS Olivetti yet, Tyler? I think so, but I might not. Sometimes I think I've seen something just because I've heard the name so many times, but I actually haven't seen it. Are you saying that's a group I need to join? Is it not just a DCS version of GMK Olive? DM do a message pick on Discord, live reaction. This is my live reaction to DCS already. Where is this? Oh, that's actually not at all what I was picturing. I was picturing like a GMK Olive. What does Olivetti mean? We got around 200 responses. Interesting. So it's like it's blue. What does Olivetti mean? Also, I like your Gob profile picture on Discord. Or Gob. I think it's Gob, right? DCS version of old ass GMK Olivetti? I had the same image in my head when I saw Olivetti. I still like it, but no, that is not what I was picturing. I was definitely picturing GMK Olive. Imagine we put this together and it's just completely unlistenable because we didn't lube the springs. I don't think that's gonna happen, but the other thing with Topra that is different than MX builds, you can't really do much tweaking once you put it all together. You got to take it all apart to make changes. There's an MX build, you might be able to tune up your stabs a little bit more, but private group buy turned public and Bowl is vendoring? Oh, it used to be exclusive? Nah. Nah, I only join exclusive group buys. Private, small batch. The most hype. So I can flip my set afterwards. There was a brand called Olivetti that made keyboards in the 80s. And it was a set they used. Ah, that's cool. Some child kits are still being run privately. That's interesting to do both, but I guess it's their run. All right, the PCB. It's down here. . This looks like one of the PCBs that we'll probably have to calibrate. Now that I know about calibrating. All right. Where are all of the screw holes on this one? Like Tenyu and Bay. Good thing I pick up DCS Cafe. Did you get DCS Cafe kill switch? Good for you. That was a miss by me. Did you join the group buy or did you find it afterwards? Sorry, I'm not doing a good job tonight of not getting in the way. I think you guys have mostly seen the back of my head. These are the same screws, right? Yeah. Join the group buy? Nice. Smart. The back, yo. At least I got a haircut semi-recently. My hair grows so fast, though. Haircuts just don't seem worth it. Kind of sucks. When you guys go get your haircut, do you let them also touch your beard or no? Do you let them clean up your facial hair? Need the full lineup? You do let them touch your beard. Okay, okay. Maybe I just don't have that trust with my barber at this point. I also don't really go see one consistent barber. And sometimes it's hard with the non-Topra EC builds. It's hard to know which ones actually have a screw in the bottom. You're going to be seeing a lot more at the back of my head. Not broke, but spending on a haircut as often as would be needed would be pricey. Yes, yes, that's how I feel too. I let them do my beard once and they brought it right up to my jaw. That's what I'm saying. They're gonna mess up down here. They're gonna make it all chin strappy. I cut my own hair usually, so those are rare instances where I go to a barber just to get the full package. Get the shampooing. Sometimes that's nice. If you're a dude out there and you've only ever been to a barber, you've never been to a salon, I recommend you try a salon at some point because it is a vastly different experience. They'll be massaging your head, hot towel. Yeah. My new place probably wouldn't do that based on what I've seen, but it costs too much. I should have just taken a picture. Actually, if you're building this board and you're doing EC, I recommend you just take a picture of the screw layout where the holes are before you put the PCB on. Then you don't have to do what I'm doing and looking into every single hole. I've only ever really been to hood barbershops. It's definitely a different experience, but they know how to cut. If you want a fade, here's like the ideal thing for me, I think would be, I would go to a salon to get my my curls deep conditioned, shampooed, and I would actually have the salon like trim up the curls on top and make it go nice and transition from shorter back here to full in front. And then I would go to my barbershop in North Minneapolis and I would have them give me the fade on the sides. And then I could go to the salon maybe once. I could go to the salon probably once every couple months and then just keep going to the barber to get fades in the meantime. Actually, that's probably what I should do. Why aren't I just doing that? I think I'm just going to do that. Vet clinics will set you straight and throw in a flea bath. Oh, is that the hack? You go to the vet for your cuts? I go to Scissors and Scotch. Oh, do they give you some drinks? Around here we have in the US we have sports clips. Go get your hair cut and they've got some sports on TV for you. What they weren't expecting it to be cheap and it's just as expensive. I bet. I haven't been to a sports clips in a while, but I used to get my hair cut at sports clips. All right, I think we just got a couple more. If anyone could figure out how to make a EC PCB with less screws. Probably don't need this anymore. One more maybe? No, at least two. All right, I think it's just two more. You could probably flip it open and look for open holes. Oh, that's a good idea, Alex. Actually, that's a brilliant idea. 1, 2, 3. 3 more. Good call. And that is why there are 2 packages of screws. Just gonna dump them all in here. Where was that middle one though? Okay, and then one down here. One more over here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I'm counting 25 screws. It's a lot of screws, guys. That's Topra. Or EC, I guess. We did it. Okay, actually, I'm glad that we were sent the blue version of the Dynacaps, because look at how good this looks with the blue. Shoot, are our stabs good? Oh, thank God. I hope that's how the stabs are supposed to be for the spacebar. That looks so good with the blue. What's up, Josh? You're a little late, but you're here for the best part, arguably. God, that's so crazy. Do I need a blue keyboard? What's up, Danforth? You like the blue? All right, y'all. Are we doing panels? Are we doing GMK or DCS? Should we vote on it? Maybe we should vote on it. That's what I said at first too, was maybe Striker would be good. I don't have Striker. But some people thought Striker wasn't the right blue color. That doesn't make sense. All right, I'm going to let you guys use your tokens to vote. Go ahead and choose DCS or GMK. I want to see good voter participation in this one. Remember that you have a voice. Big EC vibes today. Do you daily the Pro 2? I've been using the Pro 2 a lot lately. That's for sure. But I did make sure it was on the table just because we're building another EC board. Excuse me. Is the case held together with magnets? No, there are screws, which I actually didn't screw in yet. Good call. I completely forgot about the hidden screws. You participated in the democracy? That's good. Let's put our last screws in. There's only 4 of them, actually, which is kind of surprising. These ones in the prototype, I said this at the beginning, are not magnetic. Which I do not like, but Bull did say that for the group buy, these screws will be magnetic. Or for the production run. If you join the group buy, the ones you get should be magnetic. There. It's just mine are not. Oh no. Come on. This is why they gotta be magnetic. Oh, saved. Keyrist, I think you would like the teal one. That would be my guess. Your desktop is extreme clean. It's really nice. Thank you. Oh, you got the pastel. I could just tell that was a Keyrist color when I looked at it. I didn't know you got it though. Oh, it already feels good. The Tiffany domes. I haven't used the Tiffany domes in a long time. I am nowadays liking heavier domes, but honestly, this is feeling pretty good. All right, what one? Oh, DCS by a landslide. I thought you guys were talking about panels. What happened? All right, now the question is DCS beige or DCS wob? I think I'm just gonna make a decision though. And I'm gonna say you're gonna find out. Half wob, half beige. That'd be kind of crazy. I wish there's DCS panels. DCS panels would be nice too. I want like all of my favorite GMK sets in DCS now. No wrong choices here. Olivetti would have actually looked really good on here. I agree. If you're getting this one in blue, you should join Olivetti. Half and half sounds fun. Half and half does sound fun, but it also sounds kind of chaotic. I think beige. I think beige tonight, y'all. Which would make this maybe the 5th stream in a row that we've used a beige keycap set. Actually don't know where we're at, but it's a little embarrassing. I am keeping both my wob and my beige in the same box, like a naughty boy. I should not be doing that. Isn't DCS like broke? Their sets never do as well despite everyone seeming to like them. I don't know. I don't know for sure, but anecdotally, it does seem like there are not a lot of extras or opportunities to pick up any of these DCS sets after they run. Might have to switch us back to some city pop. DCS has historically sold better for me than GMK. Huh. Do you order a lot of extras? I'm curious about that too, Bull. Sorry, the cats are fighting. Might have to go break it up. Oh, they're all right. Bull, I wish you would have ran. I wish you would have been running GMK Cafe then. Oop, not that kind of board. I don't remember what DCS and GMK sets he ran. Wasn't his GMK set tied to a Jane? Usually there's just a flat rate extras I order unless there is a mock needing to be met. Should I just use the windows down here for HHKB layout with DCS? Orange on beige is on track for right around 200 sets with 3 vendors. Most GMK sets are made with 250. Is there a control? I feel like there's a control too, right, with DCS? There's not a control. All right, so we caps lock it up. And just need to This is why you keep your sets separated. There we go. I just ran out of boxes. I gotta get it. I gotta go to the container store. All right. Oh, wait. I just happen to have this on my desk. Look at how good this looks next to it. Pretty sweet. Well, while you're here, just wanted to ask roughly how much work from you versus Bayon went into Gehirn60 if you don't mind me asking. Good question. Ooh. Let's just pretend like this is a Bluetooth numpad over here. Just gonna put it away. Wow. Oh, it looks so good actually with beige on there. I know that's not everyone's first choice, but I just love the combo of a very colorful case and then beige. Like it's just the perfect use of beige when you have a color. Hold on, let me really quickly, I just want to get out of the way of this for a second so we can really see it in all of its glory here. Wow. Makes me want to scoot this back. I can't scoot it back right now, but DCS Olivetti would slap. I'm convinced now as well that DCS Olivetti would slap. Dang, do I need to get a blue Gehirn60? This is actually unbelievable. I love the way this looks. Are you a CRP fan? I have Desco Black from a long time ago, but I don't use CRP very much anymore. All right, let's hear how it sounds. Let's hear how this sounds. Just get something open. I can type it. Oh, this definitely needs the, how do I calibrate the PCB again? Is that in VIA? Okay, okay. Let me get VIA open, that'll be worth it. Get the music back on for a second. I ordered the 6U EC kit in this color. Cannot wait for it to ship. I think you're gonna love it. All right, so I'm in here. What does calibrating your PC do? I'll show my screen, because I didn't know this either until last time we built when I built this Pro 2 and we used the aftermarket PCB, I had to calibrate my first EC PCB. I've never had to do that before, so I will show you how we do that. If I can remember how we do that. So I think it's in this submenu, EC Tools. What's up, Samuel? How's everything going? How's your night so far? Night is nice, man. Any night I get to build a keyboard is a good night, you know? This is always fun. I hope you're having a good night too. All right. APC is what we want. Wait, how do I do this again? Oh, calibration. Sorry. Calibration. What do I do again? I check this, right? And then I just hit every switch. I should clear first. All right, I'll clear. Clear. Turn on. And then I think I just touch them all. Is that it? I think that's it. And then I can go to the key tester. Uh-oh. Hmm. Let me just try this again. All right, it did not get my last calibration, it seems. Let's try that again. Clear. Can I hit them all multiple times, or do I have to do it one time? I'm gonna redo again. Show calibration data. I'm not trying to tease, I'm just trying to calibrate. Uncheck? Oh. Shit, am I gonna have to do it again? Oh. We're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. Saved. Thanks, Alex. Perfect. Fly, what's up, dude? All right, all right, all right. Sorry for the tease. Sound test. I just wanted to actually, I wanted to actually be typing, even though I don't show you guys my typing. All right, all right, all right. Let me double check that I don't have my noise gate on. I don't think I do. Oh, I do? No, I don't. And I never made a build command. But this is the Gehirn60 built EC style. We have Dynacaps slash clever housings and sliders. We have Deskeys Tiffany domes. And we have Dynacaps. What are these? Conical springs. Uncoated steel. Big old stainless steel plate in here too. So I dig this. I dig this quite a bit. I will say I do think the springs could use some lube, unfortunately. I notice it most in the non-stabilized keys, actually. The stabilized ones, I don't really hear the spring. But in like some of these mods on the side, it might not be very consistent. Every once in a while I can hear some spring noises that are not pleasant. Here, like in backspace, I can't tell if you'll be able to hear it. I think these springs do need some lube. The rails of the housings are lubed, Clicka. But that is all that is lubed, other than the stabilizers. The wire and the housing is lubed around the stab wire. But just the rails are the only thing that I lubed. The springs, these springs are completely unlubed. And I think they probably needed a little bit of lube, unfortunately. Or I heard that Dynacaps has different springs. Maybe those ones are better. Or you could use Topra springs. I don't think it sounds bad. I think some of the keys I notice a little bit of spring noise. That's all. And I think that's probably pretty easily fixed with just a little bit of 105. You could probably get away with just bag lubing, dropping them in. Oh. Overall, though, it still sounds really, really good. This is my first time I've ever heard DCS on an EC board. Man. Here's for reference. I would say just the stock springs on the HHKB are better. It's obviously not a perfect test here. A plastic case and an aluminum case, they're going to sound very different, but... What's up, Durs? Thanks for the follow. To be fair, I've had EC spring pin go away with use. Like, they fit better to the domes after a good month or so. Could be. Could be. Maybe these springs need a little break-in. I can't even consistently hear it. Just a little bit. I can hear it on the edges. It seems to be like the edge modifiers I can hear it the most. But look at the board. I still can't get over how good this just looks. The blue with the beige. Whatever this guy is, Arc'teryx. It's just a really good looking keyboard. I didn't hear any typing tests in the MX form. Does it sound good, MX2? I always like how vibrant keyboards look with neutral keycaps. Me too. It's just a good combo. Good top mount in MX form. It seems just like a really solid board, seriously. It's the Easter Bunny? Oh, I like that take. I like that take. Let's look one more time over here. Where'd my screen share go? I don't think this is open much longer. I think Bowl actually extended this like one more day so I could do this stream quick. So if you did like this board, I think now is probably your last chance to act for the group buy. I could be wrong. The color we built was Anomaly. There's some other really cool colors though. I think the Pastille is pretty sweet. I think Mechameleon was really cool when we built that on the Synovia. But honestly, I think this green is going to be underrated. I think we're going to start seeing this green out in the wild, and it's going to be slept on. The blue is really cool though as well. Obviously, I love the blue. We're looking at it right now. Pricing wise, what's my pick? It's tough because the blue is right in front of me right now, and I can like confirm that it looks good, right? Like, look at this. This looks awesome. But I might gamble. I might gamble on the green because I think the green is pretty sweet too. Pricing wise, let's check it out. For exactly what we built here, well, I guess it won't be exactly what we built. 7U. Oh, you can do 6 or 7. That's cool. Whatever you like. And then, oh my God, there's so many options here. MX Solder, MX Hot Swap, Venom 60, USB-C extender. What does that even mean? Optional plate add-ons. You can get a bunch of different, oh my God, you can get a ton of different plates. Where is the, oh, okay, so this whole page is for the Dynacap kit. So in this price, $385, blue, 7U, you get the case, weight, outer weight, daughter board, carrying case. That's nice, comes with the carrying case. You get the EC plate for this price. You get the EC PCB, and you get the Dynacap Dynapack. I really think there was a missed opportunity to do like some dinosaur related branding on Dynacaps and Dynapacks, but maybe that's just me. It comes with medium domes. I don't know much about the different weights of Dynacap domes. The one we built tonight, we didn't use Dynacap domes at all. We used Deskeys domes. But if you buy this pack, it'll come with Dynacap domes. A medium variant. Does anyone know the weight? Is medium like a 45 in Dynacap language? Nine-degree typing angle. There's the gambling disclosure. All right, so basically everything we built tonight, but it would be the Deskeys domes instead. 385. $385 for a board that looks good, sounds solid. But what I think is a really big benefit of these types of boards nowadays is being able to build them MX style or EC. Like just having the capability to have two very different builds like that, in my opinion, adds considerable value when I'm like weighing the pros and cons of buying a keyboard. Because it's not exactly two keyboards in one. It's just one keyboard with more options. But as somebody that likes to build things and tinker with things, it would be cool to get this and then maybe even go over to the extras and like pick up a regular MX PCB and an MX plate as well. And have one build of each that I can. I mean, building the board is pretty simple. We didn't do the MX build, but it would be pretty easy to just unscrew your EC build from the case and swap in your MX build. You could do MX during the week, EC on the weekend. Actually, I'd probably do the opposite. I'd have my EC build that I bring to work during the week, and you could do MX on the weekends. I think that's it, guys. I won't make you look at yourselves. Sorry about that. Anything else you want to see with the Gehirn60 tonight? When we do the YouTube sound test, I don't know. I thought this sounded pretty good with DCS. I was going to say we can do GMK for the YouTube sound test, but I kind of want to do this. It sounds good. You'd like to see it on your desk. That one's going to be tough to get to. You are building the Hope TKL, correct? Yes, I was just talking with it's Forza, right? I was just talking with them. Hopefully I'll get that board soonish. I think it's been hard to get the prototype boards to everyone that's trying to build it. But I am supposed to build it. I'm excited about that one too. MTNU would slap. MTNU would look sick. I don't have the right MTNU set. The only MTNU set I have is the what's it called? I have the cat one. That's like a really dark blue. I don't think that one would look good, but probably would sound good. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just checking who else is out here tonight building keyboards. Are you reviewing Katina TKL? I haven't heard of that one. You missed the sound test? Hold on, for you. It's gonna be a little tough with the music. Hopefully you get the idea. There'll be a better sound test on YouTube, though, in a couple days. I promise. The music is just starting to hit now, though. How come when I go to try to raid in Twitch now, it won't show me like my followers? It just shows me random people to raid. After the group buy date, I thought Bull was keeping it open. I think Bull still has it open. It's 9:17. Group buy ends when I wake up tomorrow. There you go. Bull will keep it open tonight. If you need to grab this last minute, tonight is the night. Hammer Brothers live? Like, why doesn't it show me people that I follow? It just shows me random people. I'm gonna open Twitch. Hey Tyler, really quick, can you link that doc you have? Oh, I can link it to you, but you won't be able to buy it, unfortunately. The USB hub, is that what you're talking about? Let's see, Twitch. Unfortunately, the USB hub is from DNWorks, and the group buy for that board it's already run. It is cool though. I do like it. Maybe DN will run it again. It's DNWorks is the name of the designer. If they ever run it again. There's also a really similar one, Dodgy Keyboards, DAJI, has a hub. That the group buy also ran for that one in the past, but I would look at those two designers in case they run it again. What's up, Secret? Everything is pretty good. We just finished this build. And it's going good. But I'm hungry, and I'm gonna go make a chicken breast. No problem, Jedi. Sorry, I wish I could link you to something available right away. Sorry. That's honestly like one of the more annoying parts of this hobby is you see something cool and then you find out that it only ran once 5 years ago and it will never run again. Keyspensary is running one with Rukia soon. Oh, all right, check that out as well. Hubs are kind of new. Hubs are a newer thing to the keyboard space. The custom keyboard space anyways. Like you could go get if you just need like a hub, you could look up CalDigit. They have a variety of different hubs. But if you want like a hub from the keyboard community, you'll have to wait for somebody else to run one. I don't know much about this Keyspensary one, but Rukia is building a TGR Alice. All right, let's check that out. Rukia. Would you guys ever be interested in so one of my latest obsessions is vintage lenses. I'm actually using some of my vintage lenses right now on stream. Like this top-down one is it's an old Leica lens, and this side view as well is an old Mamiya lens that I'm using tonight. Would you guys have any interest if I ever did a stream where we're modding like old lenses, like cine modding, cleaning lenses, putting them together, trying them out maybe? I don't know. I'm just trying to think of other things to stream because keyboards is fun, but I don't always have a keyboard to stream, and I want to stream more. So if that sounds cool, maybe we'll do that sometime. All right. I'm going to send you off to see a TGR Alice being built. Say hi for me. I'm probably going to raid and run because I'm hungry and thirsty, and the cats are hungry too. I will see you when I see you. Hopefully that's soon. I think it'll be probably later this week. I do have a personal build that we can do. I still have to build my the cloud line. I can build the cloud line again. Pic editing would be cool too. Oh, if you guys are interested in that, we could do an editing stream. We could do like a DaVinci Resolve stream too if you want to see video editing. But we could do Lightroom for sure. That's easy. All right, y'all. Until next time. Peace.